Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. I'm back in my office. Happy days. I love my background here. And I was missing it quite a bit. But anyway, I'm happy to be back. I am just going to dive into your reading. This will be for next week. So the week beginning with the 23rd. As I have been doing lately, I'm going to start off with the sound bowl. So if you want to skip ahead and go straight to your messages, then you can. But if you do want to sit here with me, take a little deep breath with me whilst we play the sound bowl, then feel free to do that too. So for those who want to stay, take a deep breath in. Okay, let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys. It's been a bit of a mixed week for everybody, so I can't be too sure what's going to happen for you. So let's dive into it together. All right, starting off with your oracles. All right, Spirit, anything for Sagittarius for the week ahead? Interesting. I always say, whenever the camera turns on, there's no such thing as a quink dink. And I almost missed this card, which is interesting. Like I almost didn't see it. And it's the not for you card, which has been a while since this card has come out. So usually what this says is rejection is protection. Don't forget that, right? Sometimes we never really know what game is being played behind closed doors or what really is behind an opportunity. So if you have been rejected or if things are not working out, just trust that you're kind of being saved by spirit a little bit from a game being played against you, right? They always say with this card, it's like you never maybe you want to play this chess game, for example, as a metaphor, and spirit's like, nope, you're not going to do that. And you're like, why? Then you're being rejected from something, but in reality, like, this might be an unfair game against you, or again, like, you just never really know if it's rigged against you, for example. So again, if something didn't work out, if it's to do with love, if it's to do with career, I don't know what it is for you. If it didn't work out, just trust that it's for a reason, because there could be a bit of I want to say sneakiness involved. It feels a little bit like there is like something fake involved, or a fake person or whatever. But I don't know what this is about, so let's see. Let's see what else is going on for you guys. I'm seeing a rainbow though. I almost said ray. We're seeing a rainbow, so that's good news. You have Angel of Love, so again, some of you, this could be pertaining to relationships. Maybe it's not the right time right now. But again, I will figure it out. Actually, it's so funny that I moved the crystals, because the Angel of Love, she's actually holding rose quartz, and I have some here for you. So I'm going to put these on the decks that we're going to use today, just to give you extra love this week for you guys, because that's really what it's about. Maybe this is a time for self-love. Maybe you've not fully, achieved self-love yet for the majority of you. So start with yourself first. That could be the reason why spirit saying right now love might not be the right thing for you. But if you're in a relationship, I don't know. That might not be your message. Angel of Love is just a loving energy, all right, around you. So let's dive in and see what your main messages are for this week here. Some of you could be getting signs of like feathers, bird feathers, like white feathers, or even colorful ones. They could have meanings. Make sure you look them up, because some colored feathers actually have a meaning. So I feel like I had to say that to somebody. What's the main theme for this week for Sagittarius, please? Ooh, Six of Pentacles and a Hierophant. It's about equal relationships, and that is also to do with work too. So as I said, we did say that there felt like there's a bit of sneakiness or like a power play involved with the not for you. So as I was saying, if there is any rejection at this time, it's just because it's not an equal give and take relationship or dynamic, right? Career, work, whatever it is. Six of Pentacles being your main energy, especially with the Hierophant, again, it's really about equal exchanges in terms of work. So the good news is I feel like you're creating balance during this week, okay? Or maybe it's happening kind of like around you, and spirit is the one that's doing that. It's also a good card for focusing on your routines, on your health. Okay, these are all important things for you as well. Let's see, why is this coming through for a Sagittarius? What is the Six of Pentacles doing as a theme? Six of Cups, again, mutual, equal, reciprocated dynamics. The Six of Cups with the Tower, really, I felt like I heard a ringing in my ear just then. This is kind of a little bit about a past event that you might be reminiscing on, but you're creating balance since then. Let's see, what's the Tower card here for? Three of Swords and a Nine of Cups. I feel like you've been around quite selfish people in the past, okay, or have dealt with a lot of selfish people, and you were the one that had to, do everything. So I feel like this is where it's being highlighted that you're moving into a different time where there's a lot more equal reciprocation. Again, they're highlighting it so much during your reading. Some of you, this will resonate in terms of career, by the way. It just really feels like something came crashing down and caused a lot of pain in your life. But the Nine of Cups, in a way, it's wish fulfillment. Remember how I said rejection is a blessing here, and protection. So at the end of the day, I think you're going to get what you want, but it might not be who you want or what specifically you want. Okay, but you are going to get what it is that you desire. Okay. Because 10 of Wands is like a lot of the weight's on your shoulders. It's kind of like an unrequited dynamic. So as I've been saying, it's like the same theme coming up. Anything else we have to say about the Six of Pentacles? Two of Cups. There we go. And then the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about this loving, nurturing energy from you. You are going to be in a better position in terms of finances and career success. By the way, this is really good news, especially with the Six of Pentacles about that. You're really working on who you're giving your time and energy to, what you're spending your money on, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like, again, your day-to-day choices, decisions, actions are all accumulating towards the Queen of Pentacles to have abundance, to have wealth. So if you're not doing that, you need to do it now, right? Some past old ways of doing things needs to come to an end, and maybe through a difficult way, right? Maybe sometimes you have to reach the rock bottom in order to go, okay, I need to do something differently now. As I said, that could be the thing as well. Either way, Two of Cups is also good for, again, equal dynamics, soulmate connections. So that's good news for you. You're paying more attention to those who give back to you, which is awesome. Okay, so we'll keep this theme over here. I love that. I feel like you're taking it more seriously, this loving energy over here. You're loving yourself more. And I think that this is a part of the deal where it's like, okay, you either love me in the way that or you either give to me the way that I give to you, or I'm going to have to hold my boundaries here, because you're just no longer tipping the scales here for others. So I quite like that. It's good. It's boundaries. Doesn't mean you have to cut everybody off or anything like that. It just means that, okay, I'm just going to hold myself back here. Let's see what else. What is the energy of Sagittarius? How are they showing up during this week? I like this week. I don't know why. I just feel this is very good. Look, King of Cups in your energy tells me you're showing up with a lot of emotional maturity. Love that for you. Emotional intelligence. Now, Five of Wands is here, so it's not to say that everything is perfect. Five of Wands can be within yourself, because we are clarifying that energy. This is you. That you might have your ups and downs, but don't worry. King of Cups, again, is like you're learning a lot about your feelings and emotions and how to manage those. And if not, then this is a good energy to start focusing on that and to rise above conflict. Ultimately is what it is. Again, the angel of love and all of this giving love to yourself. Sorry, I just heard like an airplane and it kind of scared me. It sounded like thunder. Can you hear it? Maybe not. The microphone's quite good. Let's see. King of Cups. My window's open. You are showing up as a new you. Love that. So can I see why the Five of Wands is on the bottom of the deck? Seven of Swords. Okay, that's just a little, because we're speaking about you, I don't think you're lying, cheating, stealing, which is usually the main message about the Seven of Swords. I think it's more about like going back to old habits, right? It's kind of like a trying to get away with some things, but it doesn't have to be so deep as that. Sometimes it's my self-sabotage card. In this case, I feel like what you're doing is no longer trying to control other people's opinions or other people's actions, right? This usually is about other people, or even maybe your own feelings. You're not trying to control them so heavily. The King of Cups is very understanding, very kind, caring, right? It's a water sign card, so it's all about emotions, feelings, also intuition. So this is how you're stepping up, and this is what you're walking away from, is what it feels like. You're no longer trying to control anything or trying to fit people into your life anymore, or try to force things to work. Like, it really does feel like you're coming through in an energy of peace. And the world, again, King of Cups, you're leveling up. That's my card for a glow up. So love that for you. Anything else around the King of Cups? The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, right? You guys are definitely becoming more intuitive, but the best thing about it is that you're actually observing things differently. And I think instead of reacting, you're actually choosing to respond. And I love that. It's like you're taking more time to deal with things, which is awesome. I like that, because maybe first of all, something might trigger you and you just come crashing out, in conflict or with a conflicting, energy, but this feels like you're actually taking your time to observe the things around you. This is a very calm energy coming from you. So I love that. This is a lot about enlightenment for sure. Okay, well then let's look a little bit deeper. Let's see what is the energy of the week. The Sun card, for real. Okay, happiness. I love that. Happiness, joy. Okay, strong Leo energy just because the Strength card is showing up here. Why is the Sun the energy of the week? 10 of Pentacles, really good for family, really good for money and material well-being. Okay, so the Sun and the 10 of Pentacles says that this is a very happy week of stability, feeling secure, feeling like you got great people around you maybe, or at least you know what your goal is, right? 10 of Pentacles usually is a long-term vision, long-term goal, and the Sun being here, I feel like there's a lot more happiness and joy surrounding what you can have. So I really, really love this. What has happened? Because I just get this like, I don't know, like I feel like in your past readings there's been a little bit of like distance, but it just feels like this week you're really feeling like you know that the things that you desire in life are yours to have. It's just a matter of time. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That's what I'm getting here. Anything else? So this is like a windfall coming away, by the way. Anything else? 2 of Cups. Long-term commitment for sure. Again, Leo energy could be important. So in terms of love, if you are in a relationship, for example, 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and a happy one, this looks very long term. There's a lot of happiness, success, maybe even some good news around that. But it just feels like a good time. I feel like you're meeting really good people, maybe through certain like networking events, for example. For some, the Sun is just really about gaining a lot of attention as well. Usually it's like a fame card, right? Okay, well, I quite like it. It seems like a good week. So how is Sagittarius showing up in the near future? I like to get this out because, well, number one, this spread came to me through my spirit guides. So it's important, but yeah, they kind of told me what parts to do, but I wanted to see your evolution, and Spirit wants you to know your evolution too. So just to be aware of your near future, and you're in the Temperance. That's you guys showing up in your like literally your divine energy. Temperance again is all about forgiveness, all about peace, all about taking your time. Again, it's about that calm, finding harmony in your life, balancing maybe a few things that, you know, because you got water and fire, so there could be a little bit of a mixture of elements, which usually would represent a bit of disharmony in your life, but the Temperance feels like you completely have everything in control. Like, I really am not worried about this energy at all. And again, it's your energy, balance, everything in moderation. I feel like you're really looking after yourself and your life here. Okay, why is Temperance here in the near future for Sagittarius? Woo! 3 of Swords over here. So this tells me you're going to find peace with a lot of areas in your life that, again, you felt like things were unjust and unfair. So it's true healing, yep. 4 of Swords healing. This glow up again that we had earlier with your energy. This energy that you guys are dealing with right now, this emotionally intelligent energy, is leading towards wish fulfillment in your future and actually fully healing a lot of your I'm hearing battle scars. Healing your battle scars. That's interesting. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see what else. It's also a card of patience. So in the future, you are needing to have patience, but I don't feel like that for the majority of you. I feel like you already have that, so not to worry. Okay, let's see what is in the recent past. The 3 of Pentacles. So what have you guys been planning and prepping? Sometimes this is like a new career, right? Like a side hustle. I always see it as that, but it's about planning and prepping, setting the foundations of something for something. What is the 3 of Pentacles doing in the recent past? 6 of Swords. Love that. You've been getting your ish together like that. Queen of Cups, yes, you've been really trying to deal with your feelings and emotions, trying to move away from chaos and into calm. 3 of Pentacles is a really good sign that you guys are building a really good foundation in your life. Of course, it could be in terms of projects and career and finances and really building that foundation. So that's awesome. The 2 of Pentacles being there as well is really focusing on what you're giving your time and energy to and balancing things. So I feel like I like where things have been going for you. Anything else about this card? 9 of Cups again, wish fulfillment, focusing on your own happiness here seems to be leading you down the right avenues. Love it. Okay, let's then see your challenges for the week. What's the challenge? Okay, that's interesting how it came up in reverse there. Your challenge. Ooh, some of you have a problem with being seen because 6 of Wands is usually about that. Okay, like I think some of you have a fear because I was hearing, so this could be like a subconscious thing of where you may have been told as when you were younger, as a kid, that like you should be seen and not heard. Like I was hearing that when this card came through, and I feel like this is something that you're being called to heal for sure, right? Getting used to being seen, or being in a spotlight somewhere, or being cherished, or being a center of attention, because the sun, it came through with the sun. Interesting. And guess what? The planets kind of like go around the sun now. It's like being the center of attention, or at least like, yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Thank you. Challenge, hermit, reflection, deep understanding. No, I wouldn't say that's much of a challenge. I think some of you, if you are single, for example, or even if I just feel like there's a sense of loneliness that I think at the time is okay, right? The hermit is great for spending time in introspection. You're quite used to it from what I'm seeing here, but you enjoy your time and space. But the 10 of Wands being there is like something gets a bit heavy, doing everything on your own, or being the one to carry everything is what I'm sensing with that. But let's see. So this is a chapter that's coming to an end, which is nice. Okay. Why is the 6 of Wands in reverse as a challenge? Empress, exactly, being seen. Like the Empress is on a throne. It's really about knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table. And just like the Angel of Love, I think it really is about stepping into your Empress energy, right? Not needing to force anything, not needing to chase anything, knowing that, okay, if something is unsuccessful, which we did say, 6 of Wands here in a not for you card could be an ounce of rejection. Don't know why they say that. Just a little bit of rejection coming up. The Empress is like, it doesn't bother you, and not to take it personally. Okay. And that's something they want you to understand, is like, you are this nurturing, kind, loving person. You should know what you bring to the table. So if anything doesn't work out, just trust that it's just not for you. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just not for you. Okay. The Empress is knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you bring to the table. So again, if anything doesn't see you, then it's okay. It's not for you. And the Hermit as a challenge, 8 of Wands. So that's interesting. The 8 of Wands is usually a card speaking about going in the right direction. So I feel like this kind of combination, so your challenge is like figuring out what the next steps are and where you want to go. All right, what's in store for it's kind of figuring out your path a little bit here. The Hermit is like your higher self. So I feel like in a way, your higher self is trying to shine a light, but I do think you need some reflection, introspection to figure out what feels right for you moving forward. Like, where do you want to go? Let's clarify that. Let's see what we can get from that. 9 of Pentacles, enjoying your own space. 6 Pentacles again, being here. I think visualizing is important, financial abundance and wealth. But remember, your energy of this week is important. You don't just come across financial freedom. It's something you have to build up and make sure that you are working on your savings or paying attention to what you're giving your time, energy, money, resources to. Okay, so you can have enough. The 9 of Pentacles in a way is about abundance. She doesn't need to force anything. Similar to the Empress, really. Like, she's taking her time. There's a little snail down here. I don't know if you can see that little dot here, which is about taking your time, not needing to rush. So she has the freedom. So that's something that maybe you guys want. Financial freedom. Let's see what else. So why is this a challenge? What is the 2 of Wands? I just think it's again about figuring out where you want to go moving forward. Very similar to what we were saying already. 2 of Wands, again, where do you want to go moving forward? It does tell me you've outgrown some things in life. So I feel like Spirit wants you to change things up, and they want you to figure out what feels most aligned. Okay, to you. There's no wrong answer. I wonder if you worry about that. There's no wrong answer. What makes you feel happy? When you think about your future, what makes you feel happy? Write a list of things. There's no wrong answer, okay? You can't get it wrong. Listen to your heart. All right, where are you being guided to go? What gives you hope? What gives you that little light within? Okay? What's the advice you have for Sagittarius? Okay, thank you. 2. So, 4 Swords, resting, healing, doing the inner work for sure is important. And then 6 of Swords, again, is about moving on, moving forward, and moving towards calmer times in life. This is beautiful. It looks like the Hermit is like guiding you. So whatever you decide at this time, where you want to go, it's going to help guide you. Anyway, this being your advice is just about moving forward, right? Keep moving forward. Why is the 6 of Swords in the advice? Ooh, the Devil reverse is interesting and pretty good, to be honest. It kind of tells me that there's no more attachment to things. And if, again, you've been through kind of toxic past or situations lately, whatever it is, you're moving away from that. And the more that you move on, move away from that and change things in your life, the more that you're detaching from whatever this is. 6 of Swords. As advice, the Empress again. You're really stepping into this beautiful, loving energy. And maybe the devil is a part of yourself. Or maybe you need to cover the nudity. Almost forgot. With Amethyst, so again about healing this, it could be, the devil can be fears, of course, addictions, temptations. The fact that it's reversed, I want to congratulate anyone who has actually come off of anything that you were once addicted to, because this being reversed tells me you have. So congratulations, keep going, I'm proud of you. But this can also be ways of being, right? Toxic ways of being and acting out of fear. Or, remember when I said control, or maybe engaging in things like gossip, drama, right? All of this is low vibe. So it always comes under the devil. So whatever you're doing, I love it for you. Every step that you take, every lesson that you're learning, you're moving towards this Empress energy, which is such a beautiful energy. And then we got the Emperor here, which can also be good again for love. You're going to be meeting your match, okay? Once you show up as this version of yourself, you'll meet the person of your dreams, I guess. If you're already in a relationship, then again, I feel like some of you could be healing something in that. Okay, 4 of Swords. Why is this advice? Oh my God, so many. Oh dear. 7 of Wands, Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and a 6 of... Okay. What I'm seeing here, so what you're healing from is down to this. Now, the Emperor could be a father figure or a person in your life, a boss or whatever. 6 of Pentacles tells me that things seemed fair at first, 7 of Swords, but then we go to the sneaky energy, to a lack and a loss. So I wonder if you felt a bit hard done by, and that maybe someone betrayed you in some way. For sure, that's what it feels like. Someone created a loss in your life. Or again, it's like sneaky people who are like wanting your help and maybe taking advantage of you, for sure, is what I see from this. Because usually this is someone giving to those who are in need. And I feel like someone was like taken from me. Oh, I'm always in need. I need, Sagittarius. Like I need. And then it kind of put you at a loss. Maybe you both. I feel like someone dragged you down. So Queen of Cups, 7 of Wands. This is you kind of getting back what you feel like you lost. Queen of Cups, again, managing your feelings and emotions. Again, that's part of the healing journey. And then the 7 of Wands is, despite how things look or did look or are looking now, I don't know, you're going to overcome all the things. It may feel like you had a lot of ish to deal with after a situation like that happened, right? You had to make the money back, or you had to figure it out. You know, you had to build yourself back up again, because again, whatever the 5 of Pentacles is, it feels like a lack or a loss in your life. So you had to kind of come back from that. So 4 Swords healing, that is very important, because it could still be lingering. Let's then see what is in the near future. The Chariot. Some of you will be moving. Some of you will have some travels coming up, but ultimately this is moving forward, okay? Chasing your dreams and goals, leaving the comfort zone behind, leaving the city behind, so you can go and explore and chase your dreams. Why is the Chariot here in the near future? King of Swords, interesting. That's about building a strategy and a plan, judgment, truth, clarity. So some of you are getting clear on a goal. What are they moving towards? Happiness. Look at that. The exact happiness that you are deciding in this Hermit energy this week. And the King of Swords is here because of what? I think it's just mainly strategy. Yeah, making big, bold decisions, right? Cutting things out that don't serve you emotionally. Just getting clear-headed. Anything else for the Chariot that you want to speak about? The King of Wands. So this is about being able to adapt on the mission. I'm here on the mission, right? The Chariot doesn't always guarantee an easy path ahead, but that's the thing that shouldn't worry you, because you're so determined to get the goal that you're fine to adapt. And if you are a fire sign, which you are, the King of Wands could easily be you, of being backed up with the strength that you have, the passions that you have with whatever your dreams and goals are, and your ability to adapt is your strength here, and your ideas. So make sure that you're pursuing them for sure. But build a strategy is important with the King of Swords. Let's then see, my angels, what's going on in the area of love this week. Interesting. 4 of Pentacles and a 2 of Cups. This is interesting. Either some of you have a solid connection, because Four of Pentacles, okay, I'm speaking to a lot of people. So some of you are single, some of you are dating, some of you are in a relationship, some of you are in a bad one. You know, it's hard to figure it out. Let me clarify though, which is the main message coming through. Why is the Four of Pentacles in the area of love? And why is the Two of Cups here? Interesting. I like that. Okay. As I said, a lot of you are letting go of resistance. And I think that's opening a very big door for change and transformation in terms of your relationships. Now, Two of Cups is specifically representing someone either coming into your life or already is in your life. If you are have been in a relationship and there's been a lot of petty arguments, a lot of conflict, clashing, I do feel like there is something going on here that's going to change that, where you're choosing no longer to fight. I don't know if this means that you're deciding, okay, this is not for me. It's too much resistance here. And I'm going to pick myself, choose love, in which case, again, transformation, you are entering a chapter of love. If you are not in a relationship, for some of you, if you are in a relationship and you're just deciding, look, us fighting like this is not helping us at all, that could be where the transformation happens. There's more love coming in. Or again, some of you are letting something go and moving towards something much better for yourself, which I like. If you're single, again, you're letting go of past energies, moving and transforming and opening up to very transformative love. Could be a Scorpio. Four of Pentacles is interesting because it is like holding back or holding on. Sometimes it's good though for like building a foundation. So I'd say for some of you, focusing on friendship is very important. Make sure that you have good people around you for sure. Queen of Cups and Three of Cups feels nice. I think this is about making sure that you hold true to what you really value when it comes down to your relationships. Because I don't get anything bad with the Four of Pentacles. This looks quite beautiful for like you focusing on your feelings and, you know, what really matters to you, which is love being a happy thing. So I feel like that is your values. And I think that holding true to your values is going to help you in some way to evolve in terms of love, with or without someone. Okay, let's see career and finances this week. The Devil, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles, very strong Capricorn energy, so don't worry. Let's see what that's about. Why is the Devil in career and finances? Six of Pentacles. So remember, some of you need to get your finances in order so that you can be an abundant Queen of Pentacles. Nurture your finances, nurture your career life, or what you're giving your time and energy to, for sure. The Devil again is a little bit restrictive. So for some of you, if there's no room for growth and you desire growth, it might be time to kind of change things up or ask for more. Again, as we said, that's your main theme for this week, is really building the scales or balancing the scales. So if the Devil is a bit of a challenge here, it could be time to ask for more money. And I think from a boss, if they don't accept it, then say you have to move forward, you know. But let's see. Anything else with the Devil? What specifically is the Devil representing here? Three of Pentacles. I think that's kind of good news. This is like asking for advice and again, building stability here. A plan. Some of you could definitely be passionate about a business that you're building or whatever. Three of Pentacles does look like some teamwork, and the Star card being here is also about like wishes fulfilled, and Six of Wands is success, victory. So I do feel like if at first you're not successful, I think that if you do it again or work on a plan, I think you'll have success regardless, even if you have to move forward. Okay, my angels, the Devil is not it's not an environment where you can grow. Usually it's represented by chains. So some of you might need to change that, or again, change the way that you're dealing with finances if it's that too. Okay. Whew. Anyways, angels, that's what I have for you. Thank you for spending time with me. I send you guys my love. I wish you guys all the best. If you did resonate with it, then let me know in the comments. And if you want to, make sure you guys like and subscribe. But aside from all that, I will see you guys next time. All right.